Welcome to First Unitarian Society of Minneapolis, the birthplace of Congregational Humanism. We carry on that tradition of free thought today, dedicated to promoting a free search for truth, meaning, and justice. Our web address is firstunitarian.org. I'm David Breeden, Senior Minister. Welcome.
Good morning and welcome everyone to the First Unitarian Society of Minneapolis on this gorgeous Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Wow, you look amazing here. First Unitarian Society is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association of Congregations. Our programming is on-site live, online live, and on demand. 24/7. I'm the Reverend Kelly Clement, and I serve as your assistant minister. I'm joined today by our senior minister, the Reverend Dr. David Breeden, Dottie Sly and Sheila Pinter of the I'm Glad You Stayed project, and this mighty, mighty band, Champagne Confetti. Music Sunday is always a special day here, and this is a big treat. I've been listening to y'all all week on all the streaming ways, so glad you're here. Wherever you are, if you're joining us online or here in the room, if you will turn to your right or left and say, I'm so happy you're here today. Welcome everyone to this place of love and justice, where we attempt to live up to humanity's highest ideals and highest hopes. Sometimes we fail, often we fail, always we try again. Welcome here, and thank you for being with us today.
Deep inside my doubting mind, surfacing up subconscious like a speck in my eye. They're scratching at me sideways, takes my 20/20 down to 5. These butterflies I brush aside, all inclinations to be curious and wild-eyed. I am being ways to guide, leaving not a footprint behind. I'll never find me. Horoscopes are meant to be merely a mirror or a cherry bomb, a guideline, some kindling for your dinner fire. Cast iron with your Gemini eyes. I wanna buckle on. Wheels are up and we cannot come back here until we reach our final destination. Keep your hands inside at all times. There are no lies in math. Tug on this thread. The vinyl coating has begun to peel away, and I can see the foam relief. Sponge cakey and its yellow beige. What am I scared to see? More like, what is it I'm scared to remember about me? If we survive this unraveling nation, we are going to need all kinds hands inside at all times, all times, all times, all times, oh, oh. We are going to need all kinds, all kinds, all kinds, oh, all kinds, oh. Keep your hands inside at all times, all times, all times, all times, oh. We are going to need your kind, your kind, your kind, your all kinds, yo. Keep your hands inside it.
Wow, thank you. Each week when we gather, we repeat 4 of our aspirations. One of our 4 aspirations are one of the Unitarian Universalist principles. And today we light our chalice, symbol of our gathering, with the first UU principle, the inherent worth and dignity of every person.
forgotten. We belong to each other. We have forgotten. We create each other. We have forgotten. Now we long for one another. We have forgotten everything. I've been abused, you stand accused, and you alone are just a little tiny human. Tell me what can you do to this day? Got an irate, drinking up a wake up the screens that say that it's okay. But none of this is normal. None of this is normal. We've forgotten.
That I've been throwing grows echoes around my body. A million tones would never stand it. My feet rogue underneath, and every little scent circling all around.
Every little sand.
Carried on the wind.
Carried on the wind.
And
every sound I made. Concrete takes in the soul dawn. In the soul dawn. Little light inside. My eyes receiving nothing, but ears are full as the train of sadness.
Thank you so much. Because we have a lot of opinions and differences of thought in our tradition, we do not have a creedal statement because we just couldn't agree on anything like that. However, we do have a congregational covenant in agreement about how we will act together. If you will please repeat with me now. Love is the spirit of this place, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Thank you. Mike, do you want to come and share a few words about the band? I saw you sneaking up here before, and I know you've got something you want to say.
Nothing really. Okay. No, I want to extend my great thanks to Champagne Confetti for being here today and doing this Music Sunday. Music Sunday has been a long tradition at this institution. For the past couple of years, we've been doing collaborations with Dr. Jeff Sterling, orchestra conductor, and we've been doing these classical-focused mornings. And thanks to membership here having trust in making some changes, we try to represent a different style of music that's extremely high quality and excellent, but a little bit different. And I just thank everybody for giving this a chance and for you all being here and doing this. So it means a lot to be able to have this happen here. It's a very special church, in big quotes. To have such a reverence for music, such an appreciation that we can do things like this. So thanks for being here, and we'll keep rolling. Okay.
Thank you.
I also want to say a quick thank you to Jacob Mullis, who was pretty instrumental in bringing us in today, too. So hand for Jacob, too.
I'll just, Abby, I hope at some point you'll introduce all of the band, but I want to just say that you just heard from Mike Vazich, who is our music director here, and Jacob Mullis is our media coordinator here, so has hands in many different things, and always glad to have you on stage. And I want to extend a special welcome to Ted Olson on bass, who is our interim music director and really brought us some great tunes. First Unitarian Society is a congregational humanist community, and that means that we are here for each other and for our neighbors and for the planet. And when we gather on Sundays, we take a few moments to reflect on the human experience, on the joys and the sorrows and the milestones. We do this so that we stay in touch with our own humanity, and we do this to remind ourselves of the value of a moment of stillness. Often during these times of joys and sorrows, we'll project pictures of people who have had things they want to let the congregation know, and so that's how we're connected to each other. Today, I want to just draw us into stillness and into this place and into a reverence and a moment for remembering people who are navigating mental illness, whether it's depression or anxiety, addiction, other mental illnesses that our lives are touched by. Worry for the world, so much to worry about because none of this is normal. And we've forgotten that we belong to each other. We belong to each other. We are mutual aid to each other. And as we share our stories, our joys are expanded as we share them with each other, and our burdens are lightened because we let others hold that for us. So we'll take a few moments to reflect on all the ways our lives are connected one to another, to reflect on those in our world who work to comfort the suffering and those who work for justice. we return now to music, that great universal connector and healer, please.
They said of me, behold this anomaly of dentistry. Then swept up in a paper cup. As I woke up, my mother drove us back home. Put me to bed all afternoon. My head There's nothing more elemental than sun above and mother love of teeth and bone.
you so much. My name is Abby Wolf. I'll totally introduce all of these amazing, beautiful people in a second. We're playing a number of our classic hits from our original set and a few newer pieces that I wanted to take a moment to introduce. Cameron Kinghorn, who this song belongs to, the Project King Perry.
Thank you, Abby. Yeah, I'm Cameron Kinghorn. Hello, everyone. I have a band called King Perry, and I live out in Los Angeles now, but I came up in the Minneapolis scene, and I love it here so much. It's so good to be back and have the opportunity to perform with everyone. So we're going to do a song called Sunshine by my band King Perry, and it's interesting that the theme today is about mental health. I actually wrote this song, the lyrics to the song I wrote at a time that I was feeling extremely depressed. And yeah, I think it's important to be open and honest and talk about these things. I think it only helps everybody. And yeah, I wrote these lyrics at a time that I was very depressed. But the original recording of the song is sort of very happy and sunshiny. And sort of the feeling for me was like, these were feelings I was feeling on the inside, but on the outside, I don't think anyone could notice. And yeah, I think that's not an uncommon experience for people. So anyway, we're going to perform this song. I'm grateful that I was able to arrange it for Champagne Confetti, these people that I love so much. This is Sunshine by my band King Perry. I woke up to sunshine. I woke up to sunshine. Said I woke up to sunshine. Breakfast in bed. And you by my side. In your head. Then you ask me how I'm feeling, said how do I see? Then I close up my eyes and slip back to sleep. Taking me back for a minute, back when our whole hearts in it. Can we go back for a minute? Wanna go way back to the beginning. I'm looking at you, looking through me. Said it's not hard to do. Oh, there's not much to see. Ooh, wanna spend this morning all baked in the sun. feel the same way too. Said I know that you feel the same way too. Feel the same way too. Said I know that you feel the same way too. Said I know that you feel the same way too.
We'll play one more song before some more words. The next song we'll play is called Gold Star, and it is a collaboration between Ted Olson and me. Most of the other material in our repertoire are collaborations between either Eric Mason and me, or composer Grant Cutler and me as well. So we'll check this one that Ted wrote the music for.
Do not forget to stick the stars. Gold over white. Cornflower is top heavy, spindles down. And the mascots lay to the gate. Saturated ground, rained all day.
good medicine. Thank you. If you standing folks want to go sit, that's fine. Everybody be comfortable. Why would we do a talk about mental health on the same day that we're doing a Music Sunday? That was the question I asked myself when the complications of Sunday morning scheduling all came together. And the answer is so simple, because music is a universal healer. It is a connector with all of us, and it is worth living for. I want to offer a little trigger warning. We are going to be talking a bit about suicide, and especially teen suicide. And so I invite you to take care of yourselves. If you need to step out, that's fine, we understand. I see lots of young children in the room today. Parents, that's a little bit of a surprise to us. And so I see you. And if you need to chat later, know that I'm available, that Reverend David is available, and we've got you. Dottie, will you come up? My longtime friend. It's pretty long. It's a pretty long, girl. Dottie Sly and I have been good friends since the first grade.
Yeah. Only 30.
She says we're only 30, but I'm not allowed to lie up here, so. I have been so impressed and moved by the work that Dottie and Sheila and their organization, the I'm Glad You Stayed project, is doing from Iowa and out into the world. Yesterday we held a training here, a QPR training, question, persuade, refer, that is the work to help mitigate the epidemic of teen suicide. If you'll talk for a little bit about how this organization got started, I'll come back and say a little bit about what else is happening today, and we'll be brief because we've got some more music as well. All right?
Well, first of all, thank you all so much for having us. We're so thrilled. And band, amazing. I have no words. Thank you so much. Beautiful. So I want to tell you a little story. 3 years ago, my youngest was 17 years old, and she was very good friends with a young man named Dylan. This is the end of COVID. People still weren't out yet, and so they were Snapchat friends. Do you all know what Snapchat is for the older group in the place? But they would talk every day, several times a day, and they both loved, Dylan loved BoJack Horseman, and so they would talk about the show BoJack Horseman. And they really had a great relationship. Abby and Dylan both suffered from severe anxiety and depression. And so Abby will say that he was the one person that she did not have to explain herself to. Like, he got her anxiety and depression right away, and he could tell by the look on her face that she was struggling. So one day, she said it was a normal day, it was a Tuesday, everything was great, they had snapped and messaged back and forth the whole day, and about 11:45 at night, she got a message from him that said, "I'm sorry." And she said, "Dylan, why are you sorry?" And he said, "I'm sorry." And she said, "Dylan, why are you sorry?" And he said, "You'll find out." And then he messaged, and she realized at this point that he was in crisis. And she said, "Dylan, I'm right here. What do we need to talk about?" And he said, "I know you're going to want to blame yourself, but it's not your fault." So she knew at that point that this was a crisis. So she came to me. We called the police. We did not have his address. And so it took a little bit for them to get to him. They found him. He was able to donate his organs and give 5 people a new shot at life. And of course, Abby was devastated. A few months later, she was in her room and she said to herself, no other teen should have to suffer this. Like, this should not have to happen, and people need to know what information to have. So she wrote this pamphlet on her own. We went to CopyMax. We made 3,000 copies for her high school, passed it out, and the things in that pamphlet were things like, have your friend's address. Could you all know off the top of your head, in a crisis, what your best friend's address is? I couldn't. I don't even know my mother's phone number anymore. It's programmed in my phone. So things like that. How to talk to someone's parent if they're worried about their friend. So we got together with Dylan's family, and we decided to become a nonprofit. We have these bracelets that say, just keep swimming. Dylan was a swimmer. It has the 988 number on it. And our goal is we pass these out free of charge to everybody. We're in schools, we're in mental health clinics, we're in children's hospitals, and we go because we want young people and parents and adults to know you're not alone. Everybody has something, and I can say that because I'm only 30 and I have had some experience that everybody has something. Not everybody talks about their something, but everybody. It's okay to feel different. It's okay to not look like the normal people out there. It's okay. And we see you trying. We know it's hard. We know people that have anxiety and depression. It's a big deal to go out. It's a big deal sometimes to take a shower. Like, we get you. It's okay. So I'm happy to say 3 years later, we are in 43 states. We have passed out 135,000 of our wristbands, and we have some of our resources downstairs. But we're working really, really hard to stop teen suicide and let these young people know there are options. It may take a while, but there are options, and there are people that see you and know it's going to be okay for you. So again, thank you for having us. Thank you so much for having us.
Yesterday, we did recite to each other our childhood phone numbers. Those we have in our heads. Boy, we called them a lot. So I want to tell you a few things about what else to expect this day. In a short time, not right now, but in a short time, we are going to have an ask for donations. There are two ways that we're going to give today for special collection. One is for the I'm Glad You Stayed project. So if you want to write a check, you can start, that old technology, getting it out, getting it ready. We'll also have a QR code up here, and we're going to do a special collection also for our second Sunday meal, and I'll say more about that in a few moments. Downstairs, after this assembly, we have a mini meal, and we'll say more about that in a moment. But what I want to tell you is that you can meet Dottie and Sheila and get some of their swag. They got groovy t-shirts, they've got brochures, they've got the bracelets, and so on. So you'll see them down in the lower assembly hall. And then our noon program, Sheila, who's also with I'm Glad You Stayed, will be talking about the program and what they do. So you can learn more about that at noon. I just want to give you a little heads up. You'll hear more about it in a moment, but that's what we do. And this is, again, it's mutual aid. It's how we care for each other. It's how we find hope in the face of what feels completely hopeless. So thank you for your work, and thank you for being with us. Please.
Love you, Arnett. Love you too, Trini.
as you solve the riddle. Champagne confetti balloons. Summon your guardian angel on a wire. Tap the code and we fly. If you forget which way is up, play it in reverse. Stars can shift their shape by you. Guess I'm okay with getting haunted by the song that you left in my ear. Let it hold this mark I feel. It's already there. Blow on the Polaroid.
remember year two, when I fell in with you, didn't have a clue. Didn't get to go, we were in my room, shut the door, started to swoon, and we were so young, we were so young, we were so young. We did things we'd never done. Loaded the river to set fire, hung around with rodents in the sun, had fun. I remember what it looked like and how it felt. I remember what you looked like and how you felt. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I remember Philadelphia, mamas drinking rum, bucket drums, walking in the park, back to your apartment. I was so young, what the rush, things I'd never done. You were making salsa, margaritas, you were very sweet. I was cold, words were said, walked out the door. What for? I don't remember anymore. Oh, what for? I don't remember anymore.
Start fresh, forgive all those false starts and fake hymns. Have thoughts clipped before they can even settle behind my eyes. The faster we move through our days, the more we lose the deep gaze. Lights out, hands down, like when we were so young, when we were so young. Looking back at that young spark, wasn't it so much easier then? When all we had to do was swing, kick, kick, swing, kick, kick, underdog, sail it up, let it go, I fly. I remember what it looked like and how it felt. I remember what you looked like and how you felt. Ooh, ooh. I remember what it looked like and how it felt. I remember what you looked like and how you felt. Ooh, ooh. I remember what it looked like and how it felt. I remember what you looked like and how you felt. Ooh. Ooh, I remember what it looked like and how it felt. I remember what you looked like and how you felt. Ooh.
I mentioned before, we are taking a special collection today. First Unitarian Society is a free, independent, and self-governing congregational humanist community, and we bring our message of justice and hope to the world due to the generosity of our members in time and talent and treasure. Today, we are taking a special collection for the I'm Glad You Stayed project. You're going to see a QR code up here. If you go to that, if you scan that QR code, you want to click on special collection. It will take you right to a special collection for our second Sunday meal. I'll say more about it. But if you slide down on that drop-down menu to special collection, that will go to the I'm Glad You Stayed project. If you want to write a check, you write it to First Unitarian Society and put either I'm Glad You Stayed in the memo line or Second Sunday Meal in the memo line. I hope that's good enough. If you've got green cash money, we'll take that and put it where it needs to go. Thank you so much for your generosity. And if it's not this moment that you give, we will continue taking donations in these ways for as long as you want to give it. So glad to do that. Our ushers are coming through. Thank you, ushers. And you've got a song for us as we do that. Thank you.
tore it up, made your calls and your emails. Yeah, that's a big old dog, darling, that I should try doing it different, yeah. 'Cause I can run, oh, yes I can. I can hold so my bow so yeah. And in my pocket, got the check in my wallet. On the offering bowl, the following stars at a clip. Keep it all to yourself. Keep it all to yourself. And I cling to this bar, cling to this bar spot, only because the pen is still moving so deeper the gaze, be lonely in days, been in my pocket, checking my
Good morning, everybody. I'm Phil Duran. You may have seen me bring this up. Right? If you remember correctly, back in late January and into February, I was up here on a weekly basis hectoring you on behalf of the Stewardship Committee to complete your stewardship form. And you may think I'm doing it again, but not really. Today, the Stewardship Committee asked me to come back and give you a bit of an update on how the stewardship campaign went. And you have many reasons to be very proud. Over 130 of you responded favorably to my efforts to browbeat you into submission and fill out your pink sheet, raising formal commitments of just under $400,000. This is a $12,000 increase over last year. Now we know, hold that. Surprisingly, despite my best efforts, some folks continue to pledge without having filled out their forms. We love you too, and we know that your support will increase this number remarkably, and so we appreciate that. Of the folks who completed pledge forms, 42 increased their support for the coming fiscal year compared to the current one. We're very pleased about that. And we had a dozen folks who signed up to be pledgers for the first time. And so we are very, very happy for all of that. Now, I think you deserve a round of applause, right? If you're thinking, oh man, I wish I had had the time to take part, oh, fear not, because we still have the forms, right? So if you're here on site, stop in the office, fill one out, takes a second, put it in the box, you're good. If you are taking part remotely, there's a link on the website and you can do it there. We're delighted to have all of the support, so thank you again.
Just a few continuing quick announcements. After assembly today, those of us who are in the building can go downstairs to one level below this room, that's floor 2 if you're using the elevator, for our mini meal, conversation and mini meal. And today we say that we are serving some leftovers because on the second Sunday of each month, we provide an evening meal to people who are experiencing homelessness and housing instability. So our regular mini meal for all of us, we say we're serving compassion and love to the world and leftovers. So any donations that come in downstairs for the mini meal go to support that ministry. Our noon program today, and I am making an executive decision this moment to say that it's 12:15, okay? We'll be in the Chalice room downstairs, one level below this one, and we'll hear more from Sheila Penter about the I'm Glad You Stayed project. Also at noon-ish today will be our Welcome to FUS session. That's just down this hallway, first door, just down this hallway. If you're new around here and want to find out more about how we do things at First Unitarian Society, find out our pathway to membership, our upcoming New Member Sunday, etc., you are most welcome to come to that session. Best way to keep up with things is to read our Friday email. That's right, the Friday email and update. We've begun sending it in a new format, so if you didn't get it this week, check your junk mail folder and make sure you're keeping up with what's on that. I think that's plenty of words. David, let's extinguish the chalice.
If you will repeat with me, please, our extinguishing the chalice words. We extinguish this flame,
but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. All these we carry in our hearts and in our minds until we are together again. And these closing words are from UU Minister Wayne Arneson. If you've been around here any length of time, you've heard me say them. They're my very favorites. Take courage, friends. The way is often hard, the path is never clear, and the stakes are very high. Take courage, for deep down there is another truth. You are not alone. Please.
Thank you, Kelly. I want to say thank you again for all of you for being here today. Thank you to First Unitarian for having us, and to Jacob. And then super briefly, this music and this group and these people are such a source of joy for me personally, and I think everybody up here, I've heard them say it, so I can speak for them, that we all feel such a huge amount of I don't know, it's just such a special crew of people. And so not only does music keep us going, but people keep us going too. So with that, I wanted to introduce everybody around in a circle. This is maybe we could do 12 applauses, or maybe just a big one at the end. This is Ashley Gold, Jacob Mullis, Cameron Kinghorn, vocals and trumpet, Heather Berenger on marimba, Ari Isamura on vibes, Joey Van Phillips on drums, Ted Olson on bass, Michelle Kinney on cello, Laura Harada on violin, Sarah Payanen on violin, and Eric Mason on keys and composing and arranging and being a bud. And we're gonna wrap up with one of Eric's songs. This is a composition called Mara.
High and low, and all the things we know, let them go. Look at everyone just making it up as they go. Ha! Really quite a show. Ooh, ha. Out here ripping, touching goes. Where I fall like a stone, then I climb like I'm lighter than the sky, and I can see clear-eyed from the overside. The size of life is out of sight. The grass is just beneath the snow. In the dark, molding clay into formations we can recognize. To the wheel as we ride it around, spinning. Let us work of sound. There's an arrow sticking in your eye. Don't let them see you cry. Ask them for a little more and pick an apple from the tree and let it fall back to where we all were grown, carried and delivered, carried all the way home. Again, in the end, we'll learn what all good wheelwriters learn. Make some friends and some love. Do your best to stay alive. A light is shining here, so I let go of fear. There is a thundering from just next door. It is a place where titans roar as they conjure up these earthquakes, plagues, and storms. Rain on the hungry ghosts, big bellies and tiny throats. And everything here has been burned away. See the predator and prey. See the humans with their all-important will. They rely on hills that they die on, for better or worse. freaking out. Yeah, I'm freaking out. I am freaking out. I am.
Thank you again so much. We do have some vinyl downstairs if you're interested. You can also find music on Bandcamps and streamables. Thank you for being here today.